Hey everyone, big news for the car lovers out there. The Beetle is on its way back. Yep, that Beetle. The icon. And if the reports and early peaks are anything to go by, the 2025 Volkswagen Beetle is shaping up to be a modern throwback in the best possible way. Familiar shape, totally new attitude. Quick note before we dive in, Volkswagen hasn't published a final spec sheet yet, so think of this as your early look based on credible leaks, camo car sightings, and what makes sense given VW's recent tech. With that in mind, let's get into it. Right away, the design hits you. That classic rounded silhouette is still there, but it's pulled tighter and lower, with a wider stance that makes it look planted and a little bit mischievous. Picture a cleaner, smoother front end with a continuous light signature, slimmer headlights that feel friendly without being cutesy, and a gently sculpted hood that nods to the original. Around back, the rear fenders have that muscular Beetle curve we all know, and there's a subtle spoiler lip that keeps things sporty without trying too hard. I'll throw a few of the latest photos on screen. Check out that rear three-quarter view. It's got the, it's a Beetle charm, but there's a confidence to it now. Less bubble, more bite. You can tell the design team had fun with the details. Expect throwback colors, think bright yellows, pastel blues, and a deep green that looks amazing in the sun, alongside some slick two-tone roof options. The lighting is going to be a showpiece too. Day or night, you'll know it's a Beetle from a block away. And yes, the wheels matter here. The renders and test mules point to a mix of classic disc-like designs and more modern patterns in the 17 to 19-inch range that fill out the arches just right. Now, let's talk how it moves, because this is where the new Beetle story really changes. The big talk is a hybrid setup, including a plug-in hybrid option. That means you'll be able to do your daily commute on electric-only power and then still have a gas engine for longer trips, no drama. The electric-only range? Based on what similar VW setups are doing right now, plan on something in the ballpark of 35 to possibly 50 miles on a full charge, depending on wheels, weather, and how you drive. That's school runs, grocery trips, and coffee stops without burning a drop of gas, which is pretty awesome for a car that's historically been about simple, happy motoring. Plug it in at home in the evening, wake up to a full battery in the morning, and you're set. For those who want to keep it simple, there should also be a standard hybrid or mild hybrid tune that gives you better city mileage and a smooth boost off the line without needing to plug in. Expect the plug-in version to feel the punchiest. Electric torque just makes a small car feel lively in traffic and fun on back roads. And here's what I'm excited about. The weight from the battery sits low, which helps the car feel stable in corners without beating you up over bumps. It's that tight, zippy vibe the Beetle always had, now with a modern calmness baked in. Here's the curveball. Off-road flavor. Not rock crawling, obviously, but there are strong hints of a Dune-style package making a comeback. Picture a slightly higher ride height, tougher-looking cladding, grippier all-weather tires, and a drive mode that's specifically tuned for dirt roads, sand, or a snowy trail to the cabin. Think weekend adventure vibes, a Beetle you could take to the beach, park on the sand, and not worry about dragging the nose. It's also a nice nod to the old Baja bug culture, which is such a cool chapter in Beetle history. If that package lands, it'll be the one you see all over Instagram. Inside, this is where the updates will win over anyone who loved the old Beetle but wished it felt a bit more premium. The latest interior shots and supplier whispers point to a clean, driver-friendly layout with a big central screen that's quick and easy to use, a crisp digital instrument display, and, fingers crossed, simple, intuitive controls for the stuff you touch every day, like climate and volume. VW's been listening to feedback, and it shows. The materials look thoughtfully chosen. Soft touch surfaces where your elbows land, playful color accents that match the exterior paints, and sustainable trims that still feel upscale. Expect wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a wireless charging pad, plenty of USB-C ports, and a premium audio option for those weekend drives with your favorite playlist. The seats should be supportive without going full track day, with enough bolstering to keep you comfy when the road gets twisty. And yes, Beetle practicality is still part of the deal, a useful back seat for friends or kids. Easy fold rear seats, and a hatch area that's surprisingly accommodating for groceries, gym bags, and a weekend duffel. If you're tall, don't worry, the roofline is cleverly carved to give you headroom without losing that iconic profile. Safety and driver assists are going to be a big part of the package. Expect the usual modern stack, adaptive cruise that makes traffic less painful, lane keeping that doesn't nag, blind spot monitoring, and a solid parking camera setup. A 360-degree camera and auto park feature wouldn't surprise me either, especially on upper trims. The Beetle's always been an approachable car. Making it easy to live with day-to-day fits the mission. So where does this new Beetle land on price? Again, we're connecting dots here, but based on today's market and where VW typically positions its cars, a smart guess would be a starting figure somewhere in the low to mid-$30,000s for a well-equipped base model, and into the mid to high $30,000s for the plug-in hybrid with a longer electric range. A more adventurous, Dune-style trim with a rugged look and extras could sit a bit higher. If VW offers a fully loaded launch edition with special colors and unique interior touches, that one will likely nudge into the low $40,000s. None of this is official yet, but it lines up with what we're seeing across the segment. How does it compare to past Beetles? The original air-cooled Beetle was simple, durable, and kind of hilarious in the best way, rear engine, rear drive, and it made every drive feel like an event. The new Beetle of the late 90s brought the charm back but leaned cute and round. The 2012 redesign went wider and more athletic. The final edition models gave us a proper send-off in 2019. This new one looks ready to take the best of all that. Personality, simplicity, approachability, and layer in the comfort, quietness, and everyday flexibility we expect now. It feels less retro toy and more modern small car with heritage, which is exactly the move it needed. A few little things I hope and expect to see, based on the photos and the way VW has been slipping Easter eggs into recent models. A playful dashboard detail or two, maybe a silhouette logo tucked into the trim, body-colored interior panels that pop without being loud, and accessory options that let you make it yours. Roof racks for boards or bikes, splash guards for the adventure look, maybe even a modern twist on the old Bud vase as a dealer accessory. It's the kind of car that should make people smile, and those little touches are what do it. Charging and living with a plug-in should be a breeze. If you've got a home charger or access to one at work, topping up the battery for your electric miles is just part of your routine. Plug it in, walk away, come back to a full charge a few hours later. On road trips, you don't have to overthink it. You've got the gas engine for the long haul, and the car will blend the power sources seamlessly. That best of both worlds vibe is tailor-made for a Beetle audience that wants fun without fuss. Who's this car for? Honestly, a lot of people. City drivers who want easy parking and quick takeoffs at lights. Young families who need something stylish but practical. Long-time Beetle fans who've been waiting for a proper modern return. And anyone who's hybrid curious but not ready to go full electric. It also lands right in the mix with the Mini crowd and the upcoming wave of small, stylish electrified hatches. If VW nails the pricing and the colors, I can see these flying out of showrooms. Timing-wise, keep your eyes peeled. The teasers and test cars suggest an official reveal is getting close, with first deliveries targeted for 2025. If you're already thinking about placing an order, start a conversation with your local dealer, because the launch editions always go quickly, and the fun colors are the first to disappear. I can't wait to drive this thing. A Beetle that keeps the spirit of the original but adds quiet electric miles, better comfort, real-world efficiency, and a little trail-ready swagger? That's a comeback story I'm here for. If you're checking out the photos on screen, drop a comment and tell me your favorite color. Are you team classic yellow, ocean blue, or that deep forest green? And would you go for the plug-in with the electric range or the simpler hybrid? If you enjoyed this early look, hit like, subscribe for the full review when I get seat time, and ring the bell so you don't miss the first drive. The Beetle is back, and it's about to make everyday driving fun again.